time in the evening? I don't know. Only time will tell. Let's find out. Oh my gosh. Who's going to be first in the chat? The second chat. Let's find out. Oh, one person's liked the stream, so somebody must be out there. Someone's watching. Let's go. Eddie's back in the chat. W Eddie. Can you hear me okay, Eddie? Sage says boo. Good to see you, Sage. I'm hoping you guys can hear me. Thank you to Eddie for liking the stream. And Sage followed up the bow with a boo. Eddie says loud and clear. W Eddie, thank you so much. Samuel is back in the chat, and Samuel says, hi, what happened? Samuel, we had connection problems, and I don't know why that was, because it was buffering on my side, and then it came back for me, but I could see you guys in the chat like, what's gone wrong? His screen's gone, so I don't know. I had to take evasive action, had to end the stream, but we are back, and thank you to Sage, to Samuel, for Eddie, and yeah, thank you to everyone that's joined the stream again. Eddie says if it crashes, you can turn data on and off quickly and it might fix it. Thank you for the suggestion, Eddie. I did think about turning it off and on again, but I thought if I turn the data off, that's it. It's gone. Rob says, what happened? Rob, just another life in the day, another technical issue. I'm cursed. I'm doomed. I think it must be my phone, honestly, because I've got this data package, right? And it's not the Wi-Fi anymore. So I think it must just be my phone. But we're back. Back in the room, back in the game, soon to be back on top. And the music's come on as well, which is great. So hopefully you guys can still hear me, can still see me. And yeah. Samuel says, how far are you off the house tour? Samuel, the house tour is confirmed, my friend. Locked in for this Sunday, 8 p.m. UK time. I hope you will join us for that. Looking forward to it. Tam's back in the chat and says, hi, Ed. Sorry for swearing about bananas. I don't even know if we're allowed to swear here, but bananas just bring some rage out in me. Tam, you are allowed to swear because, as well, you used an abbreviation. So I actually read the full abbreviation out. I could have just said GTFO. But yeah, do not worry, mate. Swear. You do your thing. Ari's commented, hey, Ed, what's the Discord link? I will get that for... Ari's back in the chat. So, Ari, I just saw your message. Now, I don't know where you've commented, but I will get the Discord link for you. And after this stream, I will reply to your comment with the Discord link. Foxy says, you're back. Indeed, I am, Foxy Fan Club. I am back in the room, back in the game. And who knows, if we keep this up, we'll be back on top. Rob says, if it crashes, you can close the app and reopen it, and it offers you the option to resume the stream. You close the app and reopen it. Okay, thanks for the update, Rob, because I'm always concerned about if I close like this. I've done it before, right, where like someone's like sent me a message or notification, and I've like closed the stream off, not like crossed it off, but just like swiped up, got rid of it, and like gone off to do something, do a Google search or whatever, and then when I've come back, it's been like frozen or black, like not frozen, sorry, like a black screen for me. Like people can see me, but I couldn't see them, so I'm always nervous to go off. Let me pin Eddie's message. Thank you for that, Eddie. And Tam says, nice. We'll try my best to be family friendly, but I'm a Glaswegian, so that's tough. Do not worry, Tam. No bother at all, Tam. It's fine, mate. Don't worry at all, man. Fox says, Gold Star member, Foxy Fan Club, VIP member, like, mate. For real. Top tier. Platinum card holder. Samuel says, what's your favourite vegan food? Samuel, I was trying to answer this before. The interwebs ruined my vibe. My favourite food is carbs. Now, I know that's not like a proper answer. You're probably thinking like, oh, like, I don't know, like rice or something. Well, to be fair, my answer was I love carbs, like rice, noodles, pasta, potatoes. Like those are my favourite things, right? Like not those things, just those things, but I love carby food. But I love food from all over the world, honestly. Like Asian food, British food, Latin food, African food, like the list goes on. I'm a big food lover. Oh, and I've been offered a job title by Foxy. He says, Edward, you can be head of media in the Foxy Fan Club. I like that. I like that, Foxy. Maybe I'll have to get some business cards printed at some point. And Tam says, that's actually not bad, that. Thank you, Tam. Now, whenever I think of a Glaswegian accent, I always think of, I don't know if you saw it, but Ross Kemp did an interview like 15 years ago. When I say an interview, it was a documentary, and it was about like Ross Kemp's, I can't remember the series, but it was like Ross Kemp's like toughest cities or something like that. And he went to Glasgow, and it was when they'd knocked some of the old schemes down. And Ross was like, oh, has this changed things with the schemes being knocked down? And the guy was always like, thing is, Ross, you've knocked the schemes down, but you've got like it's the same people, new flats and that, but it's different. You know, it's no different mentality. It's the same thing, you know. And Ross was like, "Oh right, yeah." Now the accent fell off a bit there, but what I'm trying to say to you is, Tam, is that the only frame of reference I've really got for a Glaswegian accent is like a kind of a rough Glaswegian guy from a scheme. So if you know any other Glaswegians I can use to watch to refine my Scottish accent, I'll be all ears. Hello to you, Angel Holloway. And you say, hello, good to see you in the chat. Samuel says, usually we get one stream, but tonight we get two. We do indeed, Samuel. Tonight is a bonus night. A bonus night, I tell you. But guys, we're going to have to stop streaming a little bit early tonight because I'm super tired. So we've got 25 minutes left of this stream. Let's make it a mega one between us. W to the 11 people watching the stream right now. Now, if you're out there and you've not hit the like button, shout out to the person who just did. You know what to do. I can't even speak. Pulverize the like button. Obliterate it. That was a bit hard, actually. That hurt my finger. Okay, let me catch up. Sage says there's not many people that's rejoined. Well, Sage, we won't hold that against them. And I don't want to say we're the elites, but I don't know. The crew's here. 11 people tuning in. 6 likes. We're back in business. Back in the game. Stanley Butlin says, like your hair, a lot of energy, bro. Well, thank you, Stanley. Much appreciated. Thank you for the warm comment. Good to see you in the chat. I think it's the first time we've had you here, so shout out to you. And Eddie says, Edward, did you watch my streams? Eddie, I won't BS you. I've not watched your streams. Now, please don't think that's because I don't care or I'm not supportive of you. I've just been really busy. I really have. I've been working 5 days of the week, streaming on top of that for 2 hours in an evening. And sometimes I honestly just forget things. So, Eddie, please don't think I'm ignoring your streams. You know I want you to do well. You know I've got your back. But thank you for the reminder, and I will check your content out. So, like I said, please don't think I don't care. Stanley Butlin says, I liked. W. Stanley. And subbed. Stanley, you're killing it right now. I'm on cloud 9. W. Stanley. And not just saying it, but I like your first name as well. Ghoul Edit says, oh, you're the guy from England, right? Guilty as charged, Ghoul. 'Tis I, Edward from England. Good to see you in the chat, Ghoul. And fun fact, guys, that was actually a name that I thought about using for my online name, Edward from England. But then I thought it was just slightly like a little bit long. So yeah, we went with EdwardCares in the end. Jimmy Jazz says, hi, Edward. Welcome back, love. Jimmy Jazz, good to see you. Thank you for the warm comment and the warm welcome. Good to see you. YNZX3S says, yo, are you rich? I am not rich. Unfortunately not. Lucky Chan says, hello. Hello to you, Lucky Chan. Good to see you. Tam says, nah, genuinely, your impression's better than more or less everyone I've heard, better than any attempt I could do at a Manc accent. Good to know, Tam. Well, thank you for sharing. And actually, you know what's funny? I've never heard, weird as it sounds, I don't think I've ever heard a Scottish person doing an English accent. You know, like trying to imitate an English person. I actually can't think of that. That's interesting. Obviously, there will be, but I just haven't heard them, I don't think. And take care, Stanley. You've got to go, but we'll see you again soon, man. And it was nice to have you here. Oh, and Lucky is also from the UK. Thank you for sharing, Lucky. Very cool. And Ghoul says, I remember you. You're from England and you tried Japanese food. Yes, well remembered, Ghoul. Well remembered. And Abby, the lovely Abby, is back in the chat. Back in the Republic, the Democratic Republic of Chattistan. And like I told the stream before, if you guys are in the chat right now, that means you are a member of the Chattistani community. Shout out to you all. Mick Knight says, have plants broken into your house and holding you hostage? It does appear that way. It does appear that way, Mick Knight. But fortunately, me and the plants were on good terms. YNZ says, yo, you're kind. I will sub and like. Well, thank you very much, YNZ. That is much appreciated. Shout out to you. Tam says, I can sort of do a really posh English accent and also the world's worst Scouse accent. I would love to hear a Scottish person doing a bad Scouse accent. That would be pretty fun to hear. Lucky Chan says, you seem very nice. It's my first time here. Well, I'm glad you feel like it's a good place for you, Lucky Chan. And as it is your first time here, let me just repeat what I've said many times before. These streams are all about chill vibes, positive energy, coming together from all over the world. So we don't care if you're black, white, Asian, you're young, you're old, you're gay, you're straight. It doesn't matter. If you're here for a chill time, you're in the right place. So Shout out to you, Lucky, and it's great to have you as part of the community. Tenzi says, "Fa." Don't know what that means, Tenzi, but hello to you. And thank you, Mick Knight, for the warm words. Abby says, "Fellow Edwardians." Abby, I love that you're championing that. And one day, who knows, if we can grow the channel a little bit, you'll be leading the charge on that. And Lucky Chan is also being a real one and says, "I subscribe." Thank you very much, Lucky. Thank you for joining the crew. We recently hit 500 subs on the channel, and this Sunday at 8 p.m. UK time, we're doing a 500 subs house tour. So I've been talking to the chat about that for a while, and the day has arrived. A few days ago, we hit 500 subs. So this Sunday, we're back streaming again, and we'll be doing the tour of my house. Now, it's not nothing special. It's not a mansion. It's just a regular little house, but I'm looking forward to showing you guys around. Black and white, and he would be welcome here too, 100%. And if it was a gay panda, that gay panda, which is black and white, would be very welcome here. Priyanshu is back in the chat. Good to see you, Priyanshu. How are you doing? Eddie's got to go to sleep. Good night, Eddie. Take care, man, and sleep well. Tamo Shanta has left a random comment. Ginger Loves Fairy says, "All the colours I could think of." Well, hello to you, Ginger Loves Fairy. Fox says, "Crib style walk around." Yeah, to be honest with you, I wish I had more of like a flash crib to show you. It's a pretty standard house, honestly. And I don't even have that much on like in the way of personalisation, so I need to get some posters like not sorted, but I've got some posters I need to put up and stuff. So yeah, hopefully you guys won't be too bored. But maybe Foxy will combine the house tour with some press ups and maybe some pull ups as well. And maybe just to give you a little sneak peek, this is my pull up station in the background. So woo, that was just a little sneak peek for you guys. But we will do some pull ups and we'll do some press ups and we'll do the house tour on Sunday. Lucky says, "I have to go, but it was lovely meeting you. Have a blessed day." Lucky, have a fantastic day yourself. Thank you very much for joining, for being kind, friendly, and for subscribing. And it's great to have you in the crew. And we'll look forward to seeing you on another stream. Danny says, "Sorry, your live glitched. Hope you read my message." Unfortunately, Danny, I did not see your message, but the glitch was on my end. So apologies for that. And thanks for joining again. And Abby, you say, "That's very kind. Hope you're doing all right." I am doing all right, thanks, Abby. I am tired, though. I can't lie, which is why we're only going to stream for another 15, 20 minutes tonight, because it's been a long day. I was on the train or trains for 3 hours today. It was a long day. And I've got work in the morning and then work on Saturday morning as well. One day, guys. One day, my dream is that I don't need to go work for somebody else. I can work for myself. That's kind of my dream, honestly. I don't want to be, well, I say I don't want to be a millionaire. If I have to be a millionaire, then okay, fine, I'll be a millionaire. But what I'm saying is my dream would be to be like in a situation where I don't need to work for anybody but myself. And I don't need to go to work on Saturday morning unless I want to go to work on Saturday morning. I'm Batman 1X. You have got one chance to be friendly. So you've said, "Yo, what's up, zesty British man?" Now, I'm Batman 1X. This is your first time here. So I'm going to give you another chance because you've joined the chat with a personal insult towards me. And these streams are all about good vibes, positive energy, and being friendly and supportive to one another. So I'm hoping one, Batman X. In fact, I'm praying that your next comment in the chat will be a friendly one, a welcoming one, a positive one, or even just a neutral one. So let's see. Let's see how you do. Bailey says, "Hi, what is your name?" My name is Edward Bailey. Nice to meet you. Evil Otter is back in the chat. Good to see you again. Oh, by the way, Abby, I didn't ask how you're doing. How are you at the moment? Fox says, "I think you should do a comedy-style crib walk around." Interesting, Foxy. What are you thinking? Evil Otter says, "It's been a long day." Yes, Evil Otter, I've had a long day as well, so I feel you there. And Danny says, "I was saying I'm sorry for joining after so long. I have my graduation ceremony tomorrow and I'm giving a speech as a valedictorian. So nervous, excited." Oh, Danny, well, good luck with your speech tomorrow. No worries about not being in the chat. Like I said before, I want people to only come when it's convenient for them, when the time is right. I don't want any people to feel pressured. Like I've said, I would rather you came once a month or once every few months and you stayed for 2 hours and had a really chill time and enjoyed it than feel like you have to come regularly. So do not worry. And as like I said before, good luck with the speech tomorrow. I'm sure it'll go well for you. Good to see Benson Park Manager back in the chat. And it's good to see Mick Knight. He says, "You deserve good things, nice person, Edward." Mick Knight, that is a lovely thing to say. Thank you very much. And honestly, I've said it before, and I'm not going to stop saying it. Anybody that takes the time to be kind towards me, share a bit of positive energy, or just be a chill person, it is much appreciated. So, W McKnight. YNZ says, yo, you are cool. YNZ, you are cool for being so friendly. Evil Otter has tests coming up. Amitesh says, hey dude, how are you? How are you, bro? I'm doing well, thank you, Amitesh. How are you doing? We're chilling. We're back for another live. And it's good to see you in the chat. And it's good to see Triparnade, who says, hello, good morning. Hello, Triparnade. How are you doing? Evil Otters, I like your hair. Thank you, Evil Otter. I try and take care of it as best I can. YNZ says, I have to go. Lovely meeting you. Likewise, YNZ, for real. It was nice to meet you. And have a good rest of your evening or day. Have I missed anybody? That's a good... okay, so Susmit says, I'm new to your channel. What's it about? Now, Susmit, the channel, well, these streams are all about positive vibes, good energy, coming together from all over the world, hanging out and making friends. And the long form videos that I'll be posting, and basically the short form as well, will be about the food I eat. Now, the next long form video I'm going to do is going to be like a chill and eat food video with me. So when I'm not streaming, currently streaming 5 days of the week. So when I'm not streaming, hopefully the long form videos will be a chance for people to feel like they can still sit down, have some company, eat some food with me, and then yeah, we can hang out and vibe. And I'll also maybe do some healthy mukbangs as well, but not until we've done the first one. Oh, and you as well said, so Smith said, hey, what's up? Hope everything going smooth. Thank you, Susmit. Hope you're doing well as well. I really appreciate that positive comment. Big up to you. Not available says hi, Asmongold. Wrong stream, I'm afraid. I'm not Asmongold, but good luck to you. Have I missed anybody? I said hello to Tripanade. Shout out to you. Let me scroll. And Amitesh is chilling. Love to hear it, Amitesh. Love to hear it. Parag T says, can I spread hate here? No, you cannot, but thank you for the question. Isabella says, hi. Hello, Isabella. Good to see you. And Mick Knight also said, I'm going to speak to your boss and have a quiet word about working you too hard. Mick Knight, if you do, that would be appreciated. Abby, haha, I'm all right, Edward. Thank you. Well, I hope you rest well and I'll pray for you. Oh, you deserve all the beautiful things and so much more. Peace and love. Abby, as always, I'm sending you the biggest of hugs, for real. Imagine me giving you a massive bear hug right now. And even though I'm not a chunky guy, I've been told that I give good hugs. So that's what I'm sending to you right now, Abby. So thanks for the good vibes. Have I missed anybody? Oh, and Susmit says, oh, sounds about nice. You just gained a sub. Susmit, the hugs are not just for Abby. The hugs are for you as well. Thank you very much for joining the stream, for subscribing. And honestly, like, I love it when people join the chat and they're like a friendly, positive person, because I can just tell already that they're going to fit right in. So Susmit, lovely to connect with you. And like I say, thanks for the good energy. Foxy says, I want ideas for my new vegan food. Foxy, what sort of things are you into, Foxy? Like, generally speaking, are you into like Asian food, British food, like milder food, like spicier food? Like, what's your vibe, Foxy? No way. And Benson Park Manager says, your positivity is contagious. You don't know it, but you made my day. Good vibes. Honestly, if you're still watching, thank you so much for sharing that with me, honestly, because like I've told the chat before, one comment can really change someone's day. If someone's feeling really down and someone says, oh, hey, you okay? Like, do you need anything? Hope you're all right. Or someone's feeling a little bit shy or lacking in confidence and someone says, oh, I like your hair, or that's a nice jacket you've got. That can change someone's mood. So you, Benson, just leaving that comment, telling me that I've made your day, means a lot. So thank you very much. Honestly, Benson, big up to you. And take care for now, Evil Otter. It was good to have you here with us in the chat. Oh, Abby, sending those big bear hugs back to me. One day, Abby, we will link up in New Delhi and we will stream together. And, well, if you want to, there's no pressure there, but hopefully we can make that happen one day. Local Rice Muncher, what a username, says, I love your hair, sir. Local Rice Muncher, I love the positivity. Thank you very much. First time you've entered the chat. And honestly, guys, this is what I love. I love it when someone's new and the first thing they say in the chat is positive. That's what I'm talking about. Like, as we say in the north of England, if in doubt, say now, which means if you're not sure, don't say a negative thing. But when someone jumps in the chat for the first time and it's a positive, respectful thing, that's a huge W. So big up to Local Rice Muncher. Susmit says, what plant is that behind you, if I may ask, Edward? You may, Susmit. This is a Monstera plant, a.k.a. a cheese plant. Because of the holes in it, it's often referred to as a cheese plant. What's that? There you go. So yeah, it's called a cheese plant, or a monstera is the technical name. Mick Knight says, why is there vegetable sausages but not meat carrots? I think it's because the sausages are made out of vegetables, and the carrots are not necessarily made out of meat. So that would be my take on that. No, guys, I'm just trying to put the tunes back on because I've been derailed. The tunes are gone. Come back, tunes. No, really do come back, tunes. We need the tunes. Right, let's go with this. Let's see how we do. Shout out to everyone watching the stream right now. I'm struggling to get the tunes on, but we will persevere. We'll try and read the comments out as well. Foxy says, I'll eat absolutely anything, mate, as long as it doesn't blow your mouth in half after one bite. Nay, meat, though, sacking it off. Honestly, Foxy, you will not regret it, mate. As long as you eat enough food, that's a problem that people sometimes make. They give up meat and they don't eat enough food. They think, oh, well, I'll just have like one veggie sausage. No, eat a good amount of food. Make sure you're getting your protein in, but I promise you, if you do that, you will not regret giving up meat. You'll feel lighter, your digestion will be better, and of course, it's good for the planet and the animals as well. So, W Foxy, for real. Okay, back to the comments. Oh yeah, in answer to your comment about you liking anything, honestly, I love comfort food. So stuff like noodles is something I like. I eat a lot of noodles just because they're really easy. Spaghetti, like I've mentioned. Basically, you see what I'm saying? There was a theme emerging here. I love the carbs. I also love it when my TV turns on. Right now, it's just, let me show you. It's just a blank screen. Come on, guys. Like, I'm being cursed by the technologies. Technology. It's not being friendly to me. Right, we'll come back to that one. The show must go on. The stream must go on. So let me get back to the comments. And Abby said that she would love to meet up one day. I would love that. Like I've told the chat before, one of my dreams is to go and stream abroad, internationale, and India would be a lit place to do some IRL streaming from. Foxy says plastic plant or real? Only the legitimate stuff around here, Foxy. Never the plastic plants. And Liv is tuning in from New Zealand, and she says hello from New Zealand again. Liv, great to see you in the chat. It's great to see everybody in the chat. And if you're out there, say hello. I would love to see and know where you're from. Susmit, talking about good vibes, says positivity resonates greater than negativity, and that's a beautiful monstera plant. Thank you very much, Susmit. And like I've said before, guys, the world has got a lot of negative stuff going on it. You know, we've all got stuff going on. People struggling at work, in their relationships, maybe their health problems, money problems. Everyone's got problems. So when we stream together, that's why I want to make it a concentrated effort to be a good time, friendly, welcoming, good vibes, because we can't control the stuff that goes on in our lives sometimes. But between us, we can create a good vibe. Foxy says gorillas, please. Yeah, Foxy, if this TV comes back into action, we'll get we'll get gorillas back on. Krishna is back in the chat and says, Edward, I got 10 out of 10 on my spelling test after like 9 weeks. W Krishna. Awesome result. And hello to you, Rebecca, who says, hi. Have you read Scandal? I've never heard of Scandal, to be fair, so I don't know what that is. If you've just joined the chat right now and you're thinking, why is it so deathly quiet? Where's the music? Well, unfortunately, my TV has just decided to go rogue, so there are no tunes on right now, but we are reading out the chat comments. Okay, and I'm actually going to, normally I don't just time somebody out straight away, but I am going to time you, Maga, straight out, because what a crude comment to put in the chat. So let's put you in the chat in the timeout for the next 24 hours. And I don't normally do that. I never normally just time people out, but you wouldn't go up to someone in real life and just say a really crude thing, so why would you do it online? To Ferrari version, good to see you in the chat. It's really quiet now. I'm really conscious that the tunes aren't on and it feels really quiet. Okay, have I missed anybody? Abby says, I'm going to go. Take care, Edward. Take care, everyone. Abby, take care, my lovely. Have a good night's sleep, because I know it's late where you are. So sleep well, and we will see you again soon. Ferrari says, do you like F1? I'm not a big F1 guy, I must confess. I won't lie to you. I don't hate it, but I've never been really into F1. I find it impressive, don't get me wrong. Respect to all the drivers. I think it's very skilled. But yeah, not one of my favourite sports. Masak says, oh, you coming back? I am indeed back. Back like a boomerang. Back in the game. But don't worry, Ferrari. There's no hate towards F1 around here. If you want to share stuff about that, that's cool. We have people that have different passions. We have Eddie, who's a big nuclear power plant guy. We've got Huntsman, what's Huntsman's vibe? I've completely forgotten. My mind has gone blank. Well, we've got Brooke, who leaves positive comments in the chat. We've got Huntsman, who is very knowledgeable on. Oh, my mind's on space. Thank you. But Huntsman's a big space guy. GPYT says up the toffees. GPYT. I am actually an Everton fan myself, so up the toffees indeed. Come on, you Blues. Yeti says, so what is your favourite sport then? I would probably say mixed martial arts is my favourite sport. But I do love sport in general, honestly. I think athletics is really cool. Rugby, football. But yeah, probably if I had to pick just one sport, it probably would be mixed martial arts. Bernard says, no way, hello Rupert. Who's Rupert? And Amitesh says, what do you drink, bro? This is some soy milk. That's right. Delicious, unsweetened soy milk. Ferrari says it's okay, but anyway, where are you from? I'm from the north of England, Ferrari, which is where I'm streaming from right now. Now, I'm going to go into my living room, so I'm going to try and turn the TV back on and put some tunes on for you guys. Okay, the TV is off, so that means we can turn the TV back on. It had frozen before, so we're going to try and get it back in action. Now, I look very tired today, and that's because I am tired. I just travelled back from Leeds. It was a 3-hour journey, so I'm a little bit tired, guys. If I look not my usual perky self, you know what's up. Keyboard says my mum died. Very sorry to hear that, Keyboard VR. We are sending you big hugs. That's horrendous. Ferrari says, whoa, martial arts, damn. Yes, martial arts. I've actually never trained in martial arts myself, but I'm going to start because I would love to do that. And as I say, I find it, I really like it. I think it's really cool. Okay. Now, I'm trying my best to put on the tunes with one hand and keep speaking at the other hand. So we're going to put some tunes on and then we're going to get back to the chat. And the lovely Queen Torix is back in the chat. Good to see you, Queen. How are you doing? Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. For real. I'm sorry I'm not giving you my full attention. I'm just trying to put tunes on in the background, and it's a bit of a struggle, but good to see you, Queen. And Masak, talking about sport, says, what about the baseball? Now, we were talking about what our favourite sport is. I was saying mine is probably mixed martial arts, and Masak says, what about the baseball? I've never watched baseball. Not against it, but I've never watched it. Actually, Masak, you said you're from Japan, and actually, when I was in Japan recently, I learned that apparently baseball is very big in Japan. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that actually there is. I don't know who, but apparently there's a Japanese player who's in the MLB? One of the biggest baseball players in the world right now is apparently Japanese. I believe that's the case. Right, we're back in business. Amitesh, keeping it real, says soy milk is good for energy. Yes, it is, Amitesh. Absolutely. Rich in protein, low in cruelty. It's a good vibe all around. Okay, we're back. Bernard One says, how are you? I'm good, but I don't know who Rupert is. And Ferrari says, wow, I'm from Monaco. We're not that far, lol. Cool, you're in Monaco. Ferrari, you are the first ever viewer that I know of who's from Monaco. So thank you very much for sharing. I really do love hearing about where people are from. As everyone in the chat knows, it's one of my favourite things about streaming. Hearing where people are from, connecting with people from all over the world. So shout out to you, Ferrari. Queen says, I'm great, thanks, lovely. How are you? How is Leeds? Queen, I'm doing all right, thank you. But I'm tired, which is why I look tired today. It was a 3-hour journey back from Leeds. I had to change trains. One train was delayed, and it was tiring. So yeah, I'm tired. It's been a long day so far. It's not over because we're still streaming, but we're in the last part of the stream today. So we'll read some more comments and we'll go from there. But Queen, I'm doing okay. And Leeds was all right, thank you. Leeds is a good city. I do like it. So yeah, it was not a bad day or two. But how about you, Queen? Oh, you've already said you're great, thanks. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. And honestly, it's so nice at this point because there's a growing community of people. And I'm really lucky because there's literally several dozen people at this point that pop into the chat and say, hey, how are you doing? And it's much appreciated. Amitesh says, hey, Edward, what are you doing for a living? So I work in financial services. I'm not a financial advisor, but I kind of work in a sort of a support role, kind of like that. Well, it's not kind of like that. I work alongside a financial advisor, and I basically help people look at their money. I'm definitely not a financial advisor, though, so don't think that I am. Zaran says, I'm from the UK, lad. Shout out to you, Zaran. Good to see you in the chat. Up north, M18. Very cool. I used to live in Manchester myself. I can't remember off the top of my head which area M18 is, but it's Manchester Central, not Central Manchester, but it's not like Great Manchester. I'm pretty sure that's like Manchester, Manchester. So shout out to you, Zaran. Gravitrack says, "Do you have a girlfriend?" I do not have I do not have a girlfriend. And apparently Zaran says Wakefield. No way. M18 is Wakefield. Did not know that. Zig15 says, "Yo, man, what's up to you, Zig15? Good to see you in the chat." And good to see Rebecca Fenton back in the chat as well. Zig says, "Your Wi-Fi is so suck." I think so. Well, actually, it's my phone data, and I'm sorry to hear that it's lagging. Oh, Zaran says M18 means mate. No way. I obviously knew like M8 means mate, but never M18. Never seen that before. Queen, the lovely Queen, says, "You are still your bubbly self. Bet you can't wait for a great night's sleep tonight. I'm up at 6 a.m. for work. But it's a Friday, so I'll be happy to have Saturday and Sunday off." Lol. Oh, Queen. Yeah, one more day and it's the weekend. Now, unfortunately for myself, I've got work Saturday morning as well. In the job that I do, once a month, sometimes twice, but it's usually once a month, I have to work a Saturday morning after the 5 days, and it sucks. And like, don't get me wrong, there's some people in the world doing like 60-hour weeks, 100-hour weeks, but personally, I like to do my Monday to Friday, and that's it. So when I have to do the Saturday morning on top of my 5 days, and then the following Monday go in for another 5 days, I'm so bitter. I am bitter. But yes, Queen, that is an early start for you, and I hope your day goes tomorrow. And like you say, one more day, and then it's the weekend. I'm glad to hear you've got the weekend off. Susmit says, "So there's a thing called yin yang, the ultimate lesson in balance. It's not good versus bad, but how positivity and negativity need each other." Interesting, Susmit, because I do often think in my mind of yin yang as being like those two opposing forces, like the good and the bad. But you're right, when you actually think of what the visual representation of yin yang is, it's like the intertwined nature of those two forces. I think that's right. So thank you for sharing, Susmit. Ferrari has to go, but you say, "I have to go now, but it was fun hanging out." It was nice to see you, Ferrari. It's good to connect with you. And you say, "I'll take my record with me" as the first Monocon viewer. But for real, honestly, the first person from 1% battery, the first person from Monaco in the chat, honestly. I've had people from all over the world, but never from Monaco. So you've got the record on that one, Ferrari. Have a good night's rest, and we'll see you again soon, hopefully. Zig says, "Twin, where you living?" I'm living not too far from Manchester. How about you, Zig15? Oh, you just told me, didn't you? You from... No, there's somebody else who's from... Is Zaran who's from Wakefield. How about you, Zig15? Where are you from in the UK? Okay, have I missed anybody? YNZ says, "In the back." I'm back. Good to see you, YNZ. How are you doing? And the lovely Queen says, "No, you are brave. But it is worth it in the end, I suppose." Edward, do you have any other hobbies? Yes, Queen, I do. I love being active. I love working out. I love getting out for walks in the countryside. I love food. That's one of my big passions. Art and music as well. I haven't made any art for a while, but I'm very passionate about art and music, and just creativity in general. Those are some of the things which I'm really into. And I guess, like, obviously this is streaming, but I guess I do like kind of community building as well, which is why we're kind of getting the Discord. We're growing the Discord, and like I say, I just want to grow the community a bit here on YouTube, and we can keep doing that. So yeah, my hobbies would be things like walking, working out, keeping fit, cycling. Love cycling as well, actually. Eating food, trying out new food places, creative things. Those are some of my main hobbies, I would say. Cheeky Love Goddess is back in the chat and says, "Hi, EdCares, kiss, kiss." Hello, Cheeky Love Goddess. What a great username you've got. And YNZ says, "Edward, I'm back," with 3 question marks. Good to see you back. Love to have you back. Susmit says, "Okay, buddy, I got to go now. We'll join your live stream again someday later. Stay happy, be blessed, and stay safe out there, soldier. Peace. Peace out to you, Susmit. It was lovely to connect with you. And thank you for joining live, and we look forward to hanging out again with you soon." Foxy is also an art lover. Love to hear it. Oh, and Hanumaniam is back in the chat and says, Yin is dark, passive, soft, feminine, while Yang is light, active, hard, masculine, opposing and complementary forces to make a whole. So that's in reference to the yin-yang concept that we mentioned before. Thank you for sharing that explanation, Hanumaniam. Foxy says, "I like doing graffiti." Now, Foxy, I wouldn't like to say anything on stream that would be immortalised on the internet, but I hear you. You get me? I hear what you're saying there. Cheeky says, "How are you, sweetheart?" Cheeky love goddess. I'm doing okay, thank you. I'm tired though. It was a 3-hour journey back from a work trip in Leeds, so I'm a bit tired this evening, but I'm doing okay. How about you though, Cheeky? How are you doing? And Peter says, "I'm going to subscribe. Just tell me wavelength of gamma rays." Unfortunately, Peter, as much as I would love you to hit subscribe and join the vibe, I do not know the wavelength of gamma rays. I feel ignorant, but 'tis true. I do not. Queen says, "I love art and I write poetry. I sound so sad. Walking, hiking, camping is my favourite. I love your hobby. Sounds great." Doesn't sound sad at all, Queen. It sounds like lovely hobbies, honestly. And maybe one day, when you feel more confident, if you wanted to share, I would love to read some of your poetry out for the chat, but no pressure on that one. Shout out to the 16 people watching the stream right now. Hope you guys are doing well. We are catching up with chat comments and vibing. So if you're new here, jump in the chat and say hello. Sage has got to go in 5 minutes. No worries, Sage. And Zara Khalifa says, "I like your hair. Keep it up." Thank you very much, Zara. Much appreciated. Every kind bit of energy, positive vibes, always appreciate. So shout out to you, Zara. And Foxy says, "I'll take some snapshots when I get on Discord." Yeah, Foxy, I still need to get you the tutorial or some sort of resource. Don't think I've forgotten about. Well, I had forgotten about it, but it's in the back of my mind to get you something because I do want you in. I do want you in there. If you want to join, and the only thing stopping you from joining is not knowing how to join, then I want to make it easy for you to do that. Hanu Maniam says, "What are your thoughts on AI?" Interesting question. I think AI is very powerful. It's already transforming society as we know it. It will continue to transform society, I believe, and it's definitely something that we should be mindful of in terms of the potential dangers it poses to society, and also the power it has to transform society to the detriment of humans. I think it has the potential to do a lot of good for humanity, but I also think there are some potential major pitfalls to AI as well. Bad Marsh says, "Thank you for returning Jesus." Well, I'm not Jesus, just to clarify. And you also say hello from Twickenham, West London. Good to see you, Bad Marsh, in the chat. And yes, Queen, I have indeed been called Jesus Christoph. Okay, have I missed anybody? No, I've not. I'm up to... See you later, Sage. Now, Sage has to bounce. And actually, guys, unfortunately, I have to bounce as well. So, the reason for that is because I'm so tired. Like I said, I've come back from 3 hours train. And we've been streaming. This is the second stream of the evening. So, we actually streamed for about an hour beforehand. Then I got knocked off by the poor internet. But we came back for another stream. So, I just want to give a quick shout out to everybody that took the time to like this stream. Another 20 likes on the stream, which is awesome. Maybe a few more subscribers. Who knows? But it's been a lot of fun to have you with us here. And B Person has just joined us for the last of the stream, and they say, "Imagine what Orwell could add to 1984. Knowing AI was current back then, 100%." And just for the record, chat, B Person is an avid reader and has been very curious about book recommendations. So I look forward to sharing more with B Person, and I look forward actually to next stream, to B Person sharing some book recommendations with them because they've probably read a lot more books than me at this point. But with that being said, hang on. Comment from Foxy says, "Nah, mate, I've sussed it out, but I've been using our lass's phone till I get a new one. When I get a new phone, I'll be on Discord detecting. I'll be on Discord. Foxy Fan Club Principles. Yes, Foxy, I would love to see you in Discord, mate, when the time is right for you. And take care, Sage, if you're still here. I'm sending you big hugs. Foxy is bouncing, says Offski, mate. See you later, Foxy. Great to have you here with us, as always. Bad Marsh is still talking about Jesus, but I'm not Jesus. Thank you for the comment, though. And Cheeky Love Goddess says, "I'm into salsa dancing and pole fitness ATM." Well, Cheeky Love Goddess, keep it up. Keep it up. Keep up with the fitness. It will, and the salsa dancing. It will improve your coordination, your strength, your physical fitness, your mental health as well. So shout out to Cheeky Love Goddess. Shout out to Foxy. Shout out to Bad Marsh. Shout out to Queen Torrig. Shout out to B Person. Shout out to Sage. Shout out to Yumi Chan. Shout out to Zara. Shout out to Hanu Maniam, and shout out to absolutely everybody. If I've missed you, I apologise. I'm sending you all a huge hug. And listen, guys, we are back on Sunday, 8 p.m. UK time, for the house tour. I will leave a post on my channel, so look out for that one. But we are back on Sunday for the house tour. But until then, I'm sending you all a massive hug. Take care. Sweet dreams to you too, Queen, as well. And that's it for now. I'm going to see you on Sunday. So have a great few days, everybody. Look out for yourself. Look out for some more shorts on my channel as well. I'm going to try to upload at least one more YouTube short before we go live on Sunday. And who knows, maybe more videos as well. But that's it for now. Take care, everybody. I will see you on Sunday. Big hugs. And what more can I say? Love to you all. All right, that's it. Bye.